if we had two sharps for D major, and we were going to say, I want to know what the parallel scale is to D major, that means I want to know what D minor is. If there's two sharps to start with, cancel out two of the flats you were going to add for those two sharps, and that leaves you one flat left, right? So D minor has one flat.
So in a major scale, that would be F?
Right,
Major?
exactly. The relative of D minor would be F. Okay? You just have to keep relative and parallel separate, or you'll really confuse yourself if you try to work them both together. Okay?
Oh, then you're definitely just confused.
Yeah, you'll just get some really strange
Headache.
headache. Yes, you'll get a headache from that. All right, and then there is one other thing that you might want to remember, and that's called an enharmonic scale. All right, so maybe I ought to write these on the board up here. We have relative, we have parallel, and we have enharmonic. And that's just simply the safer scale, or the easier scale. For instance, when I'm composing for a band and I get to the saxophones transpose up a sixth. And so when I go to write the saxophone, the alto saxophone part, I have to start out by adding three sharps to whatever I have to start with. Okay? So if I'm starting in the key of E, there's four sharps, right? That puts the alto saxophones in the key of C sharp major, which is all seven sharps.
Or what if there's five sharps to start with, and then you get the alto sax part?
Then you're in eight sharps.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
so
does that work?
this is how the enharmonic comes in handy. You look at eight sharps, and eight sharps is actually, let's see,
A double sharp.
yeah, there's one double sharp in it, that would be the F sharp, so that would be the key of G sharp, all right? Enharmonic scale would be A flat, which would just be four flats, right?
Yeah, but where do you get the four flats?
Well, because G sharp and A flat are the same note on the piano, all right? So in other words, we might write the strings in E, because the strings love sharps. We might even write the flutes and the trombones in E, because going E enharmonic would be F flat, which would really not help you at all.
I hate
Right.
sharps.
Yeah, okay, and
I
you hate
despise
sharps.
sharps.
Despise sharps, I understand. I grew up half and half. I was a string player and a brass player, so I not only despised sharps, I also despised flats. As a string player, I hated flats, and as a brass player, I hated sharps. And so I felt like I was, what do you call that when you're fair?
Neutral?
Neutral, yeah.
Like when I first took up the mandolin. Yay, flats. Wait, they're not good here.
Yeah, they're not good here. They're not good. So anyway, you can use your enharmonic scale to save the alto saxophones from playing in eight sharps. Because G sharp is the same on the piano as A flat.
So instead of having eight sharps, you have four flats?
Four flats.
Oh.
And that's much more desirable, I would guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better.
It's better, yeah. We still leave the last one out. No matter what, no matter how many there are, we always leave the last one out. All right, now we have mentioned all three of those. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you the whole overview of the minor scales, and then what the book is going to do, which the poor girl wants in. She wants in so bad.
The answer is no.
I'm sorry, dear.
It's time for pops to change.
Oh, yeah.
Hannah, me and Chris got the
I've been wanting them
middle
to
two
change for a
scenes
long
of our
time.
Lego thing done,
Oh, you mean
and
12.
we ended up like having the helmsman die, but then he was heaved overboard and then slowly was placed out of the framing.
I'm sorry.
That's
I'm sorry for your
why,
helmsman.
Where are you guys going today, can I ask? There's preschool kids?
Oh!
Where is that place?
It's where you
Is that like right by, is that like right by the Union?
I'm just thinking about it.
From
Since
17th
me and Gavin
Street.
read the reasoning.
Is that like almost by the Union? Like,
Yeah,
you keep driving
yeah.
by the Union? Okay.
Well, you can.
I used to go to Head Start, but that was back when it was in that one college building up on Kimball. That was the good old days. Back when I ate cottage cheese every day. Make some cottage cheese.
I know, like my mom used to eat cottage cheese with potato chips, and it's actually really tasty.
You guys ever have?
Dude, I love cottage cheese. I just don't like warm cottage cheese. Hey, can I stop this video?
Yes, you may stop.
I'm talking about cottage